Here is an explanation for the answer to final exam, question number 44 in Electronics Demystified 2nd edition. If you have the printed book, please see page 426. An interlaced HDTV image, that's high definition television, offers improved resolution. That means a sharper image, but it can also do what? And then we're given 5 choices. Well, the key word here is interlaced. And if you go back to page 292, that technique is briefly mentioned, and it can cause jitter, something called jitter, problems with the reproduction of fast-moving scenes. Let's look at an illustration of interlacing as compared with a normal display. A normal display, also called a raster, that is simply the set of scanned lines that you get as a television creates its image for you. The image data is reproduced in horizontal lines. Then the electron beam or whatever scans back to the left-hand side of the screen, creates another line of image data, scans back to the left. These are the old-fashioned kind of monitors, the old analog monitors. It scans again like that. So you get a certain number of lines per screen. Generally that number's in the hundreds. I've rendered it here in greatly simplified form just so that you can see it a little better. Well, what you get is a single sweep, then a return, then a single sweep, and each complete set of sweeps and returns forms one frame of the image. Now, but in interlacing, what happens, you can get twice as many lines in the screen, but you do that with a certain sacrifice. If you scan each line one by one, the problem is that it takes too long to go all the way from the top to the bottom, and you get a flicker, a really annoying flicker in the image. So they get around that by scanning alternate lines like this. Return, sweep, return. Notice that I'm going every other line. Sweep, return. Once it's done with that set of lines, then it starts out with the other set of lines. Sweep, return, sweep, return, sweep, return. And once it's gone through this process twice, it's completed every single line, and it's done twice as many lines. The scan rate can be the same in this interlaced display as in the normal display, but you avoid flicker that you would otherwise get. But image jitter, it's sort of like you're robbing Peter to pay Paul, as one of those old sayings goes. You're taking away with one hand in order to give to the other. And it's another way of saying that is, here in America anyway, is the lesser of two evils. Presumably jitter is a little less objectionable than flicker, but actually nowadays with the digital displays that we have, all of these problems are pretty much done away with. But the correct choice to this question is A. It can cause problems with the reproduction of fast-moving scenes if you interlace because of this phenomenon called jitter.